One of the workers calls a friend in Romania.
People may be coming to this country voluntarily. They may be thinking that they're coming for a job, only to find that that job isn't what they thought it was going to be, or that they're being kept in absolutely appalling conditions. They're not getting the salary that they were promised. Then there are deductions for travel, for accommodation, for transit to work, and all of that sort of thing. So they are being duped.
The car wash owner is Avion Alesi, a 35-year-old Albanian with British citizenship. One of the tricks of his trade seems to be keeping his workers in debt and taking their travel documents. The workers say he imposes huge fines for minor damage to cars. In one case, £600. In another, 800. They claim there's physical violence as well. Unlike the slaves of the past, no one is physically shackled. Workers say they're held by psychological chains, fear, poverty, and desperation. Leaving is not easy. Those who risk it will spend what little money they have to escape. One evening, Claudio hears a worker on the phone. He's been told to pay hundreds of pounds for accidentally damaging a car. He begs someone to help him get away. He walks out at 1 a.m, leaving his few belongings behind.
If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. The streets are not paved with gold, and there are some very, very nasty people out there who would be looking to exploit you and make your life a misery.
Avion Alesi's workers appear to be like any others in Canterbury. It's an impression that he encourages. When I posed as a local businessman with a fleet of cars that needed cleaning, Alesi told me his workers were part-timers, happy to be there.
Are you Avion?
Yes.
Hi, Avion.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Okay, no, you've obviously been a busy boy. Your prices are low. Yeah.
Great.
What about you guys? Do they do long days?
Some of the guys are part-time. Some of them they start 10 o'clock, finish 4 o'clock. Some of them they start 9 o'clock, finish 3 o'clock. Some of them they start 8 o'clock and they finish 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
They just mixed around, you know.
So the shifts are quite short, about 6 hours, are they?
Yeah, around 6 hours, you know, like in part-time basis. They work 4 or 5 days a week, you know.
According to evidence gathered by our undercover researcher, this is not true. Alesi is also keen to boast of his contract with a large car dealership.
So these are contract cars,
yeah, all Volvo cars, you know, so Volvo from across the road, and we do, like, these are full values, and we do up to 4 or 5 a day, so, yes.
Okay, and how long have you been doing Volvo for?
About 3, 4 years now, 5 years.
Okay.
Yes. And we took a new site in Elsford just recently, and we're doing the Volvo out there as well.
When asked about where the workers live, he is evasive.
They all come from, local. They all live locally.
In an attempt to win my business, he cuts his prices.
If you do it inside and out and hand polish, which is for £20 there, I can do it for 50.
This footage appears to show all the hallmarks of forced labour. I have grave fears that these workers are victims of human trafficking. This is something that needs to be tackled very strongly by swift and effective and strong law enforcement.
Acest Volvo îl facem în fiecare marți și vineri. Acum, deocamdată, suntem 3 băieți aici. Niște observat sunt destul de mașini. Dați-vă seama pe gheață. Când spui mașini pe frig.
What is absolutely necessary is for Volvo to investigate all parts of its supply chain in terms of labour. Who is cleaning its cars?
We also filmed USA hand car washers working at a nearby Kia dealership, Harbour Garage.
Last year, there was a significant increase in the amount of people who are in forced labour, and we realised that a large percentage of these are in legitimate supply chains. Companies need to start to understand that this is exploitation. It is modern-day slavery happening in the United Kingdom.
Claudio has stopped filming and walked away from the car wash. He plans to return to Romania. Good to see you. Well, how are you, mate? You well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right off.
Am sărit, când am venit aici în Anglia aveam 78 de kilograme. Acum dacă am 65, m-am distrus la mâini de la soluții. Toți țipau, am psihic, nu-i bine deloc, psihic. Toți țipă, toți. I-am întrebat de ce nu pleacă și au spus că ori n-au unde, ori nu știi limba, să plece în altă parte, acasă nu au ce face și o să trebuie să accepte treaba asta. Nu i-am spus nici la mama, nici la fratele meu, nici la nimeni în ce condiții stau. A fost, adică tot timpul o să mă gândesc la asta.
I went back to the car wash to put our findings to the owner, Avion Alesi. He was just back from a skiing holiday.
We've been investigating your car wash for some time now, and we have clear evidence that you are breaching the law. Have you heard of something called the Modern Slavery Act?
No, I'm not breaching
Okay. Well, you've been keeping people doing 13-hour shifts. You've got them living in those little containers there in squalid conditions.
I haven't been, so...
Well, we've got footage of it. We've got film of it. You're keeping people in conditions of modern slavery.
For anything. I am not mother slaving anybody. No, nobody's breaching any laws.
How about the worker you punched in the stomach in the office? What do you say about that?
Anybody.
Is he lying as well?
I'm not punched anybody. I am not doing nothing where I should not do. I'm cleaning cars every day. I work 7 days a week myself. I've got 3 kids to grow up, which I really look after. I work 7 days a week, and I never forced anybody. I never forced anybody or told anybody either to stay in here or nobody. You can't do that. You can't do that anywhere in the world.
But we know now that you are keeping workers in conditions of modern slavery.
Not keeping anybody there.
Yeah.
Do you understand English?
It's not against their will. Well, explain why someone who was so frightened of you
Who is frightened of me?
that he ran away in the
not frightened of me.
No, he ran away in the middle of the night.
Threatening you with anything?
You're not threatening me. I hope
I
not.
am threatening anybody
That'd
here.
be another
I'm just
offence.
being surrounded with tank cameras.
You
filthy.
well, you didn't use the language.
Have I?
You
No.
punched someone in the stomach.
I haven't.
You dock money from people who scratch
haven't.
cars. You take £600 from one man.
I haven't done that.
He worked for weeks with no pay.
I haven't done that to anybody.
So this is all fabricated. Everybody apart from Avion is telling the truth.
Sorry, can you just...
Is that right? Let's go and look at the accommodation. Let's go. Come on, come and show us the
You're not going
accommodation.
through that door. You've got no right to go there. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day. Okay? I'm not here to sway nobody. And don't do things like that. I'm not interested in things like that. Goodbye now. Please. Have a lovely day.
Alazy's big brand customers responded to the allegations of slavery in their supply chain. Volvo Cars said its code of conduct stated its employees and franchises must comply with the law. The Lipscomb dealership said it did comply with Volvo's code of conduct. Kia Motors UK told us it expected all its dealers to obey the law. Kia Harbour Garage said it was shocked and concerned by our allegations and is investigating.
The legitimate and the illegitimate economy become one in some ways, because actually companies and people don't realise sometimes that they are using people who are exploited, and that they are using modern day slaves in their supply chain.
And Britain's growing demand for cut-priced goods and services is fueling that exploitation.
This is a horrendous crime. The suffering of the victims is beyond anything that we can often imagine. And so anything that can be done to bring human trafficking and modern slavery to an end should be done.